still circle. Circle, circle. Okay, it says published.
There you are. Hello.
Okay. Okay, guys, bear with me because this is the very first time I've ever been live on YouTube. So I wanted to make sure that I have everything correct. And I have my husband standing next to me with his iPad trying to see if it's showing up on YouTube. And you've come at a great time. So my name is Stephanie Williams. I teach people how to make beautiful things, and I have a special project today using all Dollar Tree supplies. Who does not want to have a beautiful wreath hanging on their door using Dollar Tree and using items that doesn't break the bank, right? So if this is the first time you've been here, please subscribe to my channel and follow me here on YouTube. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to see your comments since this is the first time I've ever gone live, but I'm going to get started. Like 1,000 people are watching right now. That's what I'm going to do, is start like 5,000 or 1,000 people's watching. So here's what we're going to need. We're going to need a Dollar Tree foam ring. It's 9.8 inches. We're going to need some wire cutters, a glue gun, and glue sticks. However, I will probably use my glue pot. I use an electric skillet. Let me show you right here. So I use an electric skillet rather than a glue gun. It's just easier for me. And I went to the Dollar Tree today and I bought these beautiful foliage. There's 2 leather leaf ferns that I bought. And I probably have more than enough. I have 4 sprigs of lavender from Dollar Tree, and I have their tulips. How fun is that? All right, let's get started. And again, if you are commenting, guys, I will go back after the live and read your comments. Hey, you know, Gary's going to narrate for me. But if I don't respond to your comments, it's because it's the first time I've been live on YouTube and I don't know how to watch your comments yet. And I'm okay with that. Y'all know I've got your back, right? If you're from my Facebook page, you know I got your back. I'll go back and respond to comments afterwards. By the way, a little helpful hint from Heloise. If you ever get anything with a label like this that's stuck really well, all you have to do, that's hot, Gary.
Oh.
All you have to do is take the blow dryer to it and kind of soften up the adhesive, and it'll come right off. However, we're going to cover this up. Oh, I can see the comments. Bless your heart. Gary just gave me his iPad. Regina, hello. Pamela, hello, hello. First time ever live on YouTube. You are witnessing history. All right, so I bought several of these tulips. I'm not sure how many I'm going to need, but I'm just going to start chopping away with my wire cutters and cutting them from the main stem. And let's make a tulip wreath, right? Janet, hello. Diana, apparently you figured it out because I can see your comment. She said, I don't know how to chat. One thing about Dollar Tree that I don't love is their labels don't come off super easy on their florals. So, yeah. Who wants to fight with all of that today, right? Carol. Hello, hello. Hey, Rebecca. Guys, is this not fun? Sounding good? Thank you, Catherine, for letting me know that the sound is good. Hey, Sharon. First time live on YouTube. Did you guys even know I had a YouTube channel? And if you are brand new here or watching the replay, you can check out all of my videos at Festive Creations by Stephanie on Facebook. And then I also have a website, festivecreationsbystephanie.com, where I sell wreath making supplies. These supplies came from Dollar Tree. Connecticut, hey Lisa. Yes, Diana, I sure can. It showed up I remember the first time I watched a live on YouTube, it was kind of wonky for me to figure out how to comment on the videos, so I can appreciate what you're going through, trust me. Tawana is in the house, North Carolina. Hey, hey, hey. Okay, I'm going to start with this many tulips, and we're going to set the lavender and the leather fern, or the fern, off to the side for a moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave those leaves on there because it will help be a filler. And I'm going to cut the stem a little short. Let's see if I can show you that, right? So I'm going to cut those stems a little shorter. And I'm going to use my glue pot. However, if you do not have a glue pot, you can also use a hot glue gun. To me, this is a little easier to dip it in the glue, because sure enough, as soon as I try to put the glue on using the glue gun, it burns my little fingers. Found the share button. Ah, Regina. Now I feel special. My first time live on YouTube, and it got shared. Girl, you're a rock star. You are a rock star. How many bushes did I buy, y'all? What, 5, 6, something like that? These are the Dollar Tree tulips, and I am just going to go stagger them downward. And let me bring this a little closer so I can zoom in a little better here. Oh, make YouTube yours, Thelma. I'm with that. Let's do this. Let's make our mark on YouTube. I actually have lots and lots of YouTube videos. I've just never gone live on YouTube before. Of course, I want to make sure that my stems don't come out the other side. So that's why I'm cutting them off shorter. Thank you, Regina. I appreciate it. That's what I love about this community. Everybody is eager and not afraid to help everybody else. And I'm not going to lie, I'm actually nervous. You know, when I go live on Facebook, I'm not normally nervous. Today, I'm kind of nervous. Don't ask me. But I appreciate you guys hanging out. Like I said, I'm just going to pretend there's 100 people watching, 500 people watching. So have you made a tulip wreath using Dollar Tree tulips before? Their tulips are actually a pretty nice size. Hey, Miss Pam. Hey, Brenda. Everything's going well, except my nerves. If you guys are on my text message list, you got my message that said, watch me fall flat on my face. I wasn't kidding. I'm probably going to mess up something. The hard part was just trying to make sure that I had my technology correct and that I was going to go live. That was the hardest part. All right, so I am about 1/4 of the way, and remember, this is just a little bit short of a 10-inch foam frame that we got at Dollar Tree. I found a Dollar Tree that's not too far. The closest Dollar Trees to me are not stocked really well, so someone had suggested this other one that's a little bit further for me. And I went there today and I found all this fun stuff. And I found more fun stuff, by the way. Let me cut that a little bit shorter. But I wanted to do this project today. That's just a little long for me. Thanks, Pam. Regina, you have not made a wreath using the Dollar Tree tulips. Look at how pretty this is turning out already. So I'm not going too far on the sides because, of course, the visual field will be here. So you don't want your stems to be super long, and you want to go into the foam at an angle, and you'll notice that I'm working backwards. So oops, my tulip head came off. We'll get it stuck in that glue and it won't go anywhere, right? There we go. Okay, he's not going anywhere now. So I am, instead of trying to go underneath these, I'm going on top. So that kind of helps tremendously when you're constructing one, whether you're using a grapevine or a foam ring. And I'm just kind of going in at an angle and putting it close to the base itself. This should be fun. And you know, I don't mind making Dollar Tree projects because they're great to like take to my mom in the nursing home. You know, if something happens to it, or you know, one of the dementia patients thinks it's theirs and they take off with it, and mom ends up losing custody of it, it's okay, right? Tawana, I agree. So, you know, I've been posting pre-record, you know, edited videos on YouTube for a while. I'm actually on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. I have a Twitter account, but I do nothing with it. But I have all of those platforms, and you're absolutely right. That is great advice, that you don't ever put all of your eggs in one basket. Because what if, the big what if, one of those platforms got shut down today, and that's the only place that you could reach people. And actually, in my business coaching group, that's the exact reason why I tell them to start building an email list immediately. So if you think about it, if something happened to any platform, you always have your email list. So there's some business advice for you. Diana, hello. California in the house. Look how full that's getting. All right, so let's do a few more, and I'm just going to go ahead and snip them off a little shorter this time. Save myself that extra cut. And I still am going to have to get rid of that little label. It's just in an inconvenient spot. Okay, get rid of that. Slide my leaf up because I want my leaf in there. See how much those leaves fill in for us? They help act as a filler. So we want to keep all of those on there. And let's go down. So I'm putting about an inch in between and just kind of staggering. Not a science, right? I bought some Dollar Tree mesh. But you know what, Diana, let me tell you the positive, because you know there's a lot of us that and I'm sure you're not alone, a lot of us that started out with Dollar Tree mesh. And if anything, it made us realize that we have the potential to make something beautiful. But once you've switched to mesh, say, for instance, that you get from Festive Creations, you're like, I will never go back again. And I know even mesh from like Hobby Lobby or Joann's is a definite upgrade. But when you're just starting out, it can get expensive. So play around with that Dollar Tree mesh. Use it for curls. If you curl it up so that the frayed edges are on the inside and not exposed. That helps. Definitely helps. Jill Marie Woolard, you found me. Okay. The girl that just said, hey, girl, hey, if you're new to my channel, and if you are new to my channel, first of all, please subscribe. But that is my daughter who's getting ready to have her second baby on Wednesday. She is scheduled for a C-section, and I'm going to be a grandma again. I'm super excited. Diana, bless your heart. Big hugs, girl. But I am so happy you are here. And I'm really sorry for your loss, but I'm definitely excited that you are here because if anything, it's a distraction, right? And when things like that happen, we need those distractions. And I'll be happy to distract you. I'll be happy to entertain you. Hello, Cynthia. I like soft poly burlap mesh the best. Hard to find. Diana, I do have poly burlap mesh in my store. It is, in fact, there might be some right down here next to me on the floor. No judging, no judging. I like fabric mesh. So if you get poly, what is it called, Jill? It's called poly jute fabric mesh. That is fun to work with, and it's so much easier on your hands. And I love the texture of it. Okay, so I am obviously getting closer to the end. And we are down to the last tulip bush. So I think I had a total of 6 of these to begin with. And I think it was just the right amount. Went to Joann's Michaels and then graduated. Yes, Regina, great example. I did the same thing. Did the same exact thing. And of course, you know, once you've tried the better quality mesh, then you're kind of spoiled after that, right? It's kind of like ribbon. You know, I would get so frustrated trying to make a bow. And once I realized that when I started using the better quality ribbon, then it held its shape better. It made my bows look much better. I had the technique down. I just couldn't make them look nice. And then I realized it was the type of ribbon I was working. Okay, so I do have a couple of these left. And because I know me, I will probably never use them in another project. I'm going to see if I can find maybe a bare spot that I can integrate those on. So Lisa, yes. So I have, if you're just joining, I showed at the beginning, I have a glue pot off to the side. So if you don't have a glue pot, you can use a glue gun to do the same kind of thing. It just might take a little bit longer using a glue gun. And by the way, my glue pot is from Amazon. It is a 6-inch pot. Hang on, I'll show you again. So right over here, let me move my camera. Right here is my glue pot. There's an ink pen. See how wide my glue pot is? It's like a 6-inch squared glue pot. Oops, sorry guys, I didn't mean to move that abruptly. And I take my glue sticks, my Gorilla Glue sticks, and I throw them in there to melt. And I dip my ends in there. Great question. Okay, one more I'm going to use, and then we're going to bring out this other fun stuff that I got at Dollar Tree. Look at that. Let's look at this first. So that is just the tulips. So we used I believe, 6 of the tulips from Dollar Tree. And I bought 4 lavenders and 2 of these leather or these fern foliage. So we're going to use some of those and we're going to make it awesome. More awesome, because just as it is, looks great. But watch when you take. So what did I spend? If this is $6, $7, of course now it's $1.25, so somebody's going to have to do the odd math for me. There's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 items times $1.25. Are they going to rename it? Has anybody heard? Are they going to rename it? Instead of calling it Dollar Tree, call it $1.25 or something like that? I don't know. I haven't heard any rumors yet. Look what happened. So I'm going to bring some of this fern around the edges, and I'm just going to go straight across and do one again on the edge. So now I have it at 3 and 6, 3 and 9 o'clock. I'm going to do another one at 12 and 6. And again, I'm going in at an angle. And now I'm just going to take some and integrate in between some of the tulips. So kind of in between where I put these, I'm going to put some in between the tulips so that it is up a level. Diana, I will tell you, they actually had a couple of different types of lavender at this Dollar Tree. But when I laid it up next to the tulips, that was my favorite. That was my favorite. I was actually looking for some yellow to maybe integrate into it. But I didn't love my options today for the yellow, so I went with the lavender. I think it's going to look amazing. So again, I'm going to go in between this one and this one, right on the upper level, not the outer edge. I'm going to go on the upper level. And go in between here. And look, guys, you even get a great view tonight or today, don't you? And one between here and here on the upper level. Do y'all understand what I mean by upper level? Instead of the outer edge, I'm going on the top. So that's what we're at so far. And from the side, it's very full on the sides. If you hold it directly like this, you can see the foam. But the front oh, it just looks beautiful. Charlotte, what the what? Happy Saturday. No more orbs, girl. No more orbs. Thank you, Terry. Look, are you proud I knew who you were? All right, so this is the Dollar Tree lavender. And gosh, that was what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cuts on that. Yeah, that's not bad. That is not bad at all. So now with the lavender, I can go and fill in some maybe areas that don't look as full. And at the same time, I'm going to be adding these colors. I was like, oh, my big head's probably in your way. Thank you, Charlotte. So I'm just kind of randomly placing some lavender in there. And I have quite a bit of it. I may not even need all 4 of these sprigs since there's 5 on each one. That one I don't love. It needs to be shorter. And if you're going to take it back out, take it out while the glue is not set up yet. When you're working with the foam, once the glue sets up, you're going to have a big chunk in there. I mean, not the end of the world, but I just don't want to have to mess with fixing it today. How many of you guys did not even know I had a YouTube channel with tons of edited video on how-tos? This is like the place to come when you don't want to read all the comments from my videos on Facebook. We edit the videos and upload them to YouTube. So it's like straight to the meat and guts of things. Hey, Catherine. Thank you, my dear. I really like the lavender. I truly do. All right, let's get some more lavender going on this side. And I just keep turning it, randomly putting lavender in, because remember, Mother Nature doesn't grow evenly. So neither should my florals. Charlotte, bless your heart. Charlotte, I haven't seen you live as much lately. What's up, girl? Look, I'm gonna call her out right here on YouTube. Get that back into a tulip shape. I had that tulip all smushed. It looked like a rose. Yes, pink and lavender go very well today, or very well together. Absolutely. Okay, does it look uneven anywhere? Let's go maybe right in that vicinity. I think 2 of those lavenders will be ample. I really do. I might put, no, let's just stop. Let's just stop and take a look. Let me zoom out a little bit and point it a little more towards you guys. I might put a little more leather fern, or the fern in there. It's not leather fern, but it's fern. I might put a little bit more because we still have a couple left. It looks a little lopsided. Does it look lopsided from your angle? Ugh. Let me move my camera. Let me move my camera so you can get a more head-on shot. So right in here, I feel like it needs a little something, something. Awesome. Tawana, you had no idea. Well, we know we can't say that anymore. If you're here today, you know I do. And we'll even that out and bring the last one over here. Well, Charlotte, holler if you need me. We're going to put the last one right over in this area. And that kind of evens that out. Guys, what do you think? Let's zoom in a little bit more on it. Super fun, super fun. Now, of course, to hang this, you've got some options. We could actually attach a bow to the back of it, and you can attach a bow using glue. Here, hang on a second. So if I were to take a ribbon, and not necessarily this ribbon, and make a cancer awareness loop out of it, right? And then take a straight pin. Let me see if I can do this without messing it up. So if I take a straight pin, put it there, but I'm going to glue it too. So if you've got a thinner ribbon, but my favorite is using poly jute string and doing that same technique. You know, adding some poly jute string, just take a, it's the same pens that I use to store my ribbon. So just take a pen, put it in there with your poly jute or your string, your poly burlap, yeah. And then glue it too. Glue it too. Oh, Charlotte, I know, right? Put your bow in that split. Yes, if you have any area that, when you do that though, you have to be cautious because it could actually separate things even more. But if you have a bare spot that you want to fill in, you could add a bow to it or, you know, fill in with more florals or greenery. Absolutely, I agree. All right. Hey guys, look. You made history with me today. I'm so excited. Thanks for coming over on YouTube and watching. I won't feel so scared next time now that I've done it at least once, gone live on YouTube. Now my next one to conquer is going live on TikTok. So go follow me on TikTok. Same bat channel, Festive Creations by Stephanie. You can find me over there too. Thanks, Renee. Thanks, Tawana and Charlotte and Regina. And most of all, thanks for hanging out with me. Have a great Saturday. And for those of you that are in the Etsy Made Easy class,